Dangote 17 billion Kenyan refinery plan could transform East Africa energy future. Welcome back to East African Business Report. Today we are bringing you one of the biggest investment stories that could reshape the future East Africa energy industry. African richest man Aliko Dangote is planning to build massive oil refinery in Kenya. An ambitious project valued at up to 70 billion US dollars. If completed, this refinery could become the largest in East Africa and one of the biggest on African continent. But why has Dangote chosen Kenya? What the economic opportunity could this project create? And why the environmental organization Rising Concern they take a closer look? Aliko Dangote, the Nigerian billionaires behind the Dangote Group, is continuing up to expand his influence across the East African energy sector. After successfully launching their giant Dangote refinery in Lagos, Nigeria, the company is now exploring a major investment in Kenya. The proposed refinery is expected to cost between $50 and $60 billion and would have capacity to process 7,000 barrels of crude oil in every day. That production capacity would make the facility one of the largest refineries in Africa. It will not only meet the Kenya's domestic fuel needs, but also supply petroleum products to neighboring countries across East Africa. So why Kenya? Kenya has become attractive destinations because of its strategic location on the Indian Oceans and its growing importance of regional trade and logistics hub. The proposed refinery would be built in Lamu Country, close to the port of Lamu, one of the East Africa's most important infrastructure projects. From this location, refined petroleum product could be transformed efficiently to Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. This regional market represents millions of consumers and a rapidly growing economy that continue to depend heavily on imported fuel. At present, nearly all refined petroleum products consumed in East Africa are imported from Middle East and Asia. This dependency exposes the region to fluctuation in the global oil price, shipping costs, and supply disruptions. A large refinery with East Africa could significantly reducing that dependency. It could improve fuel security, shorten supply chains, and help establishing fuel prices across the region. According to the company officials, the revenue will be financed through the combination of internal company fund, corporate bond sales, and the future initial public offering or IPO. This financing strategy follows similar approaches to developing Dangote refinery in Nigeria. The construction is expected to take approximately 3 years once all approvals are secured. However, some industry experts believe the project could require between 3 or 5 years, depending on the financing arrangement, environmental approvals, and construction progress. If the refinery moves forward, the economic impact could be substantial. First, the thousands of jobs are expected to be created during both construction phase and long-term operations. Energies, technicians, construction workers, transport companies, suppliers, and service providers could also benefit from the project. Second, East Africa countries may spend less on importing refined petroleum products. Lower import costs could be strengthened foreign exchange reserve and reduce pressure on natural budgets. Third, the refinery would produce a wide range of petroleum products including gasoline, diesel, aviation fuel, and industrial fuels. Having these products manufactured within the region would improve energy security and reduce dependency on overseas players. Another benefits in infrastructure development. Large industrial projects often stimulate investment in roads, railways, ports, storage facilities, pipelines, and the logistics service. This improvement can support other industries and encourage additional foreign investment. The project could also strengthen regional trade under East Africa Community and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area by supplying fuel to neighboring countries. Kenya could become a key energy distribution center for much of East and Central Africa. However, despite this potential economic benefit, the proposal has also generated significant environmental dispute. The environmental organizations, including Greenpeace African, have urged Kenya authority to delay approval until the comprehensive environmental and social impact assessment is completed. This concern focuses on proposed location in Lamu, an area known for its rich biodiversity and environmental sensitive coastline. The region contains mangrove forests, coral reef fisheries, and marine ecosystems that support local communities and tourism. Critics argue that the refinery of this scale could increase greenhouse gas emissions, affect marine biodiversity, and threaten fishing activity that may local families depend on their livelihood. Oxfam members expect to believe that investment could increase long-term dependency for fossil fuels at a time when the many countries are accelerating investment in renewable energy such as solar and wind geothermal power. Supporters of the project, however, argue that African rapidly growing economy will continue to require high-level petroleum products for transportation, manufacturing, aviation, and industrial development for many years. They believe regional foreign capacity can coexist with the ongoing investment in energy technologies. The project also changed the regional energy landscape. The earlier discussion suggests that Tanzania port city of Tonga could be preferred location for regional refinery. However, Dangote has now identified Lamu as leading choice, citing strong infrastructure, better market access, greater long-term commercial opportunities. If the Kenya secures this investment, it could be significant to strengthen its positions as East Africa leading energy logistics hub, attracting additional investment in manufacturing, transportation, and industrial development. Before construction can begin, several important steps remain. The project still requires approval from Kenyan government, cancellation, environmental and social impact studies, land acquisition, the final financing agreement. Only after this requirement can complete the construction official move forward. If all approval are obtained, this refinery could become one of the largest private sector investment even undertaken in East Africa. It will represent major milestone for regional industrialization and energy development. In some proposal, Dangote refinery has potential to transform East Africa fuel market by reducing reliance on imported petroleum products, creating thousands of jobs, strengthening regional trade, and improving energy security. At the same time, the policymaker will need to carefully balance this economic opportunity with environmental protection and concerning local communities. The decisions made over coming months will determine whether the ambitious project became reality or whether Kenya can establish itself as East Africa's next major energy powerhouse. Thank you for watching East Africa Business Report. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you never miss latest business investment economic news from me across East Africa. Let us know in the comment. Do you think Dangote refinery will transform East Africa economy, or do the environmental concern without the economic benefits?